My name is Heather, and I'm a technical assistant with the Okanagan Regional Library. And that means I get to use, test, and teach with technology all the time, and I love it. So I thought I would do a virtual one-on-one, a service that we have at the library, and teach you a few ways to up your iPad game. I'm going to make one assumption in that you're somewhat familiar with an iPad and its functions. So let's get into it. Tip number 1 is in Notes. Notes is an app that's automatically on your iPad when you purchase it. I have a few notes, as you can see here. The bold text just means a different note. And what I have is one note here, ideas for programming I use often. Now, I don't want to always have to, search to the bottom or where it is in the lineup to find it. I want it at the top. Easy access. I'm going to do this. I'm going to tap on the share function, which is a square with an arrow on top, and I'm going to select Pin Note. And you can see something changed. It's highlighted up here with the word pinned, and it has a bolder line separating it from the rest of my notes. As I add new notes, they're going to add below this bolded line. My pin notes will remain at the top. Easy access. Now, these ideas are mine. I'm not quite sure I'm ready to share them yet. Or perhaps this is some personal information that I just don't want to share with anyone who I might hand my iPad to. I want to lock it down. I can do this easily. I'm going to go to that same share button, square with an arrow, and I'm going to lock my note. Now it's going to ask me for a password. Never use that password. That's actually my hint for the password, is never use that password. But for a video, I don't want to share a real password. So I'm going to hit OK, and it's locked. Now, as you can see, because it's open, it's unlocked. To lock it, I'm just going to tap that little lock button, and until I go back in, no one can see this. So there we go. Easy peasy. Number 3. This is something I use when I'm watching or reading on my iPad in a darker room. This is too bright. Hurts the eyes. I want to dim it. I can pull down my little control center here, and this one with the sunshine icon is my dimmer. I can slide it down there. Now, in case it's a little bit small for you, you can tap and hold on, and there is your bigger dimmer. These two, maybe another video, I'll go over them. And let's see, a 4th one. This is one I use when I'm baking. My hands have flour on them. I'm reading a recipe. I don't want my iPad to lock or go to sleep. I need to see my recipe. So I'm going to go into Settings, and I'm going to go to Display and Brightness. Anything that has to do with the screen is in Display and Brightness. I'm going to go to Auto Lock, because this is when it automatically locks. It's a good function because in case you leave your iPad somewhere, you want to lock after a while, save battery, and help protect your privacy. For a temporary time, I'm going to go to Never. Once I exit here, and I go to my notes and find my recipe, it will not lock on me. So after 10 minutes, after 15 minutes, I need to find out how much flour it is. It's still going to be on my screen, not a picture of the Okanagan Lake. So, another thing that is a nice function to keep yourself organized is to keep like apps together. I have some that we have free subscriptions to, lynda.com, Press Reader, Oral eBooks, Overdrive, Libby. I want to create a folder to keep them organized so I'm not cluttering up my screen here. Easy peasy. Similar to deleting an app, I want to put my finger on, and I'm going to wait for them to shake with that arrow. Now I'm going to drag it and try to put it on top of another, and you can see this pops up automatically. Now it gave me a title. It guesses depending on what apps you put in there. Education, I'm happy with that. I think that this app has the same function. I'll put it in there. Libby, a great ebook, an audiobook resource in there as well. And Oral ebooks. Let's put them there together. Now, I'm just going to click on our home button to get that shaking to stop. Now, instead of having a cluttered screen, I have one folder and I tap on it. I kept them up there. I don't like the name. No worries, I'll put books. Just like that, easy peasy. And my battery's about to run out, so 1 second. Hi everyone, welcome back. So, at any time, feel free to pause this, but let's go forward. So now, if you're like me, when you use an internet browser, in our case Safari here, you have many tabs open because you're multitasking, or you go from one idea to the next, but you're not ready to close it out in the immediate time. However, they do add up. They're using your battery life, and they're even using some data in the background. So, let's get rid of them in not a manual way. Right now, manually, we have to click. Let's get that back up there. All those X's on our own. Let's get our iPad to do it for us. I'm going to go to Settings, and I'm going to scroll down to Safari, the web browser we were using. And I'm going to scroll down to Close Tabs. Right now, it's set to manually, like you saw me doing. But let's go after 1 week of not being used, they're going to close. Just like that, it's set. So after 1 week, those tabs I have open will automatically close so I don't leave things running in the background. Alright, what else can we do? Let's go back to notes because I want to show you about our keyboard. So as I'm trying to type, there's a few things down here that we can tap on. This one, oh, come on, I can do a few things with it. I'm holding it down until I get another menu bar option. I can split it because often, say if you're holding it in your hands and you're a thumb typer, if you're used to your phones, you can now type with your thumbs. Now, if that's not useful for you, or you're done typing like that, that same button, it's a keyboard with the arrow down. I'm going to hold until my menu pops up. I'm going to put dock and merge. Docking means it's attached now to the bottom of the screen. Most times it's very convenient. Here's another trick. I want to move my keyboard, so I'm going to hold my finger down and go to floating. Now my keyboard is wherever I want it to be. There we are. And just like that, I kind of push it down and it goes back to being docked. Just going to ensure it is, and it is. Alright, so there's a few keyboard tips and tricks. If they work for you, great. If they don't, that's okay too. And if you just want to use them to show off, go for it. Now, in our control center, which is just when you swipe down in the top corner there, that's what pops up. There's some few really helpful things here. Now, we have this that has airplane mode, our Bluetooth, and our Wi-Fi. Now, at the lab where I'm at, there's many different Wi-Fis around. Sometimes my iPad gets confused as to which one it wants to connect to. I'm just going to turn it off quickly. Come on now. And what I want to show you is I am connected to the ORL Wi-Fi. In case that's not what I wanted, or to see what other options there are, I can hold down and it's going to bring me up all the options that are nearby. So, really handy to not have to go into settings. Now my headphones are Bluetooth, and having to go to settings and selecting from the different Bluetooth items is a little bit of a button list to do. Here, I can do it easily. Same with the Wi-Fi. I want to see what all Bluetooth items are available to connect. My headphones, right there. I don't have to go settings, Bluetooth, and then go through that. I can do it right from our control center. Now, here are some handy different things that we can control here. We can do a timer, we can take notes, and we can take pictures. But one thing that's really fun to do is do your screen recording. This often helps if you're trying to help someone remotely, but you can't really show them your screen. You can record it for them. So to get that functionality, I'm going to go back to settings, and I'm going to go to control center and custom controls. Right now, these ones up here are the ones that we saw in our control center. Here's all the ones that you can add for them to be handy and at a fingertip. So I'm going to add screen recording, and it's going to go up to the top here. So I'm going to back out of there, and I'm going to swipe down, a little bit too much, swipe down to get our control center. That dot, which will turn red once it's recording, is our record button. And what it will record is two things. If I tap and hold on to it, it's going to record anything that happens on my screen, as well as I can even record my voice. So when we play it back, if I'm doing a tutorial and I'm showing someone how to do something, it will record not only what my iPad's doing, but also what I'm saying. Let's turn it on. And screen recording. Start recording. You get a countdown. So now if I tap, you know it's recording because up in this top corner here is a little red icon and that same record button. Now as I scroll, I'm going to show someone where my notes are and what my notes about my favorite books and just different things I've taken. So I'm showing them that. It's recording my voice. So if I want to tell anyone what the notes for the staff meeting are, anything like that, they can hear it as well as see it on the screen. To stop this, I'm going to tap that button. Screen recording. Do you want to stop? Stop. Where'd it go? Well, it went into our photos, where videos and photos are kept. Here we go. We can watch that back a little bit. I'll unmute it just so you can see that it did record. And let's hit... where's my play button? Oh, it is playing. So there's me swiping through. I'm tapping on notes. And it's just a little quiet. About my favorite books and just different things I've taken. So I'm showing them that. There we are. So it's showing my screen and tapping along, and as you can see, it's showing the progress of the video at the bottom there. Really handy if you're making tutorials. Let's see, I think I covered 10. If you'd like more, let me know and I can do this in a series part. But there are 10 tips and tricks that you can use to up your iPad game. Alright, bye for now. Thanks for joining me.